Tare mai tsakar gida jura gwagwarmaya, jakar shan ubangiji gagara kwaikwaya, na kashe mashati matakunka a lafiya, ga ikiram kada abu ya tsiri na tsaya, tare da gangamin mawaka.
The Monastic Governor, Professor Wagana Umar Zulum's transformation drives became a trending news in the country as a result of massive infrastructural development cut across all sectors with a view to restoring the lost glory of the state ravaged by the activities of the insurgents. Reviving the healthcare system of the state is one of the Governor Zulum's utmost priorities since he assumed office in May 2019. In the last 3.5 years, the governor has constructed new hospitals and health centers across local governments, in addition to renovation of the existing ones to boost healthcare delivery service in the state. One of the most important components of the healthcare delivery service is training of skilled health personnel that will render qualitative health services to the people. It is for this reason that Governor Babagana Umar Zulum's invested huge resources to reinvigorate the health training institutions in the state. One of the health training institutions that received desired government attention is the College of Nursing and Midwifery, Maiduguri. The 52-year-old health training institutions was established in 1970 to produce skilled manpower needed to render health services to the people of the state.
This college was established in 1971. Then it was School of Nursing in 1970, School of Nursing 1970, and then School of Midwifery was also opened in 1971. So making 1971/70. And the purpose of establishing that school then was to produce nurses and midwives who are going to man all the hospitals in Borno State then. And then with a slot of 50 at that time. And then it started with 3 midwife educators and then and nurse educators. Then it has been growing, but it did not become college until in 2016. The then governor, Honorable Kashim Shetima, converted the School of Nursing and Midwifery into a College of Nursing and Midwifery. And then, nursing is also going some transformations at the national level as well. Council has also directed that all schools of nursing and midwifery should be converted to colleges. So at that time then, School of Nursing Maiduguri and School of Midwifery Maiduguri were converged together, and the College of Nursing Sciences Maiduguri was born 2016.
Despite the rise in population and growing demands of skilled manpower in the health sector across the state, the college has been on provisional accreditation for decades until Governor Babagana Umar Zulum came on board in May 2019. Borno State government, under the leadership of Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, with the support of non-governmental organizations, injected huge amount of money to ensure all the necessary requirements for the full accreditation of the college has been provided.
When it was only School of Nursing, we had Department of Nursing, School of Nursing, with basic nursing and post-basic nursing. Post-basic 20, basic 20 slots for admission. Then midwifery, we had 50 slots for basic midwifery, Then we started having community after it has become a college, because the first set was established in 2018. But then it was only 20 slots
for each course.
Then with the coming of Professor Babagana Umara ZULUM, His Excellency, the college was transformed into a full-fledged college, in the sense that for the first time we had our full accreditation in 2020. So you may wish to know what is full accreditation. When you have full accreditation, you have attained the status of your college, and then the intake has been increased into 100 slots for each of the departments. And new departments were also included: community midwifery and community nursing. You know, the fashion of our excellency for the welfare needs of the rural populace. He specifically wanted to see if the people at the rural area can access healthcare delivery system easily. So the only way we can do is to have people from the rural area admitted into the colleges of nursing. Then when they graduate, they go back and give back to their own community. So that is why introduction of community nursing and community midwifery. So these are people that are supposed to come from the local governments. They graduate and then go back to work in their community.
The college now wears a new look as present administration under the stewardship of Governor Babagana Umara ZULUM upgraded the college by providing all the necessary structures, technical equipment and manpower to meet the requirement of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Hajia Rukaya Shetima says there is a significant improvement in the college as a result of state government intervention, which includes training and retraining of the teachers, befitting lecture halls, fully stocked library, and provision of modern scale laboratory equipment, among others.
The requirement of full accreditation is that, one, all the educators should be registered with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. When we were at school, the number of tutors that were registered with Nursing and Midwifery Council were not up to standard. But as I'm talking to you, we have 43 nurse educators that are council registered. And then all of them are graduates of BNSC Nursing. That is Bachelors of Science in Nursing, all of them. So, and then, like I said, His Excellency has given us the opportunity to further our education, so that there is a lot of in-service training. A lot of our nurses, the nurse educators, went in for their in-service training, whereby in those days when we were at school, they only go and do advanced diploma in nursing education. Now, with the new transformation, you cannot teach somebody who is having HND with the advanced diploma. So everybody in this college has undergone BNSC program. And then about 3 people are already having PhD in view. About 13 people either have masters or awaiting masters. So we have a full support from His Excellency to undergo our trainings in various institutions in Nigeria and even abroad.
Thank you very much.
So for full accreditation you mentioned, so all lecturers must be holders of degree, at least first degree. And then all the facilities that were supposed to be for 50 should be upgraded to 100. So that is where His Excellency came in, and then provision of bigger classrooms were also then made, and furnitures for the office and classrooms were also provided. If you go around the classes, you will see there are new furnitures for the students are made, and then there should be a office complex for admin block. When we were school, there was no admin block, so as part of the accreditation requirement, there should be a separate administration block, which we are now sitting. So this was provided in collaboration with Women for Health and the Borno State government, solely furnished by Borno State government. This office was built for that purpose, so we had the full accreditation based on that. Then our skill lab, that is why we used to call it the demonstration. You know, we are training people to go and work in the hospital. They cannot just go and start working with people's life, so they have to learn on our mannequins. We have a room, we call it the skill lab. The skill lab was also renovated and furnished by His Excellency. And also science laboratory in collaboration with WHO. All furnitures and equipments were also provided. So if you go there, you will see that it is well equipped and it has met the criteria for us to get full accreditation.
Power supply is not a problem in the College of Nursing and Midwifery Maiduguri, as 105 kVA solar power plants as well as befitting e-learning center have been provided, in addition to perimeter fence to enhance security in the school environment, courtesy of Borno State government.
You know that security is a very prominent issue on the mind of our Excellency. You know, before then, when I am sure you have been passing through this new Indimi Road, and we used to have security challenges, people jumping into the college. So His Excellency has seen that we need security, so the perimeter fence has been built. And you can see that the perimeter fence is newly erected. And then our gates are manned by security. As you are coming in, you have seen that. And then another thing is that apart from the provision of the admin block, we have a new multipurpose hall, which is yet to be commissioned, because as the number of intake has increased, so if we want to carry out an examination, combined examination, the classes we have might not be enough. So this multipurpose hall will serve the purpose of sitting arrangement for examination. Because of the increased number of students, the present toilets that we have, the conveniences are not enough. So a new convenience is being constructed outside. If you go out, you will see. Then during the past few years, you know that electricity is a problem in this country. So the government, in collaboration with EU and DFID, we had solar system, which has 24 hours running. I think it is about 105 kVA. So it can carry all our, but although we have minor challenges for now, because you know, it is being manned by Tesla, and then Tesla is waiting for they have to sign a memorandum of understanding with Borno State government for maintenance. So they have already is in the pipeline. But for the first 3 years, we had uninterrupted electricity supply.
In response to the public outcry with regards to admission difficulties in the college, the provost said the college is giving admission to the applicants purely on merit without fear or favor, adding that although the College of Nursing and Midwifery is owned by the state, it is nonetheless regulated by a federal agency called Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and no one can go beyond the laid down rules and regulations guiding the conduct of the college.
You know, people don't understand our dilemma. This institution is an institution whereby, although it is a state-owned institution, it is regulated by a federal institution. So you cannot go against the regulation of the regulatory body, which is Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. So once we start selling forms, people from all walks of life do come. But like you said, the coming of His Excellency has made it better for us in the sense that now you can buy the forms online. If you are credits that you have not met the entry requirement, automatically the system will not even recognize your application. Every advantage has its own disadvantage. It has made it in such a way that we have so many applicants, and the number that we are supposed to take is limited to 100. So if people have already applied many, and then you do, but we have a system of doing it. From each local government, we take 5 for every program. So suppose, like now, we are already selling for basic and community midwifery. If people applied across the 37 local government, every local government is spread across 5.
The provost called on the public to be patient as government is planning to establish additional health training institutions in the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
So they should allow us to judge our students the way we think it is. You know, this is something that you do with, you handle human life. It's not a file. So if we see somebody is not up to, we don't give admission. And then even within the school, if the way we do our exam, there is no room for malpractice, because every morning on the morning of examination, we sit down in one office, vet over all the questions, and then when they are going to print, we enter all the students into the hall. From the printing, they go straight to the examination form. So I don't think there is any room for somebody having questions before the examination. So they should please allow us to do our work. And then I will still appeal to them to exercise patience, because 100 slots is what I have. I cannot go beyond. They will say, okay, give them the chance, they will try. But if at the end, if you ask some people to go, they will say, they will admit our students and then they chase them away. Of which, if they have allowed us to do our selections without any interference, I think we will just take the 100 and then no one is going back. So they should exercise patience. Let us choose from each local government, and every local government has representation of 5. Let us do it that way. And if I cannot favor somebody and say, okay, let me give you because you are my favorite, I am for everybody. And then I'm also appealing that I know that it is all there already in the 10-point agenda of His Excellency to provide one health training institution in the 3 senatorial zones. So I'm sure with this we are going to have a full hospitals with the adequate manpower that is needed.
The head of Department Nursing poured encomium on Gabara Babagana Umara ZULUM for numerous intervention projects in the college, stressing that since the establishment of the college in 1971, it has never witnessed such a gesture, observing that students' performance has greatly improved as lecturers' passion for the job has increased tremendously.
Professor Babagana ZULUM, when he came on board, he threw his weight behind this college, and we have enjoyed enormously from his own gesture. Number one, I can say renovation of both academic and administrative block. You can see our academic environment is wearing a new look, including the hostels have been renovated. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, there is no government that has done justice to renovation like the one we had of recent. And apart from that, we have an edifice administrative block, which is one of its kind, with the collaboration of a stakeholder or intervention of Women for Health, who they have done this school proud by building an edifice for administrative block. And if you see on top of the admin block, we have ICT lab. Even though I can say in due course, that ICT lab is not adequate enough to accommodate the number of students that we have. But it is a step in the right direction. For the first time we are having ICT lab. And apart from this ICT lab, we have accreditation, which is very, very key. For the first time, before now we have been on provisional accreditation, meaning that the highest number of students we could admit is 50. But when Professor Babagana ZULUM came on board, we have been upgraded, and our accreditation status have increased from 50 to 100, meaning we can admit 100 students. And this is what gives us the impetus to turn out more graduates, because there is a dearth in nurses everywhere, and it is a global challenge. And with him coming on board, it has significantly addressed that gap, which I can say kudos to his administration.
Some of the lecturers in the college cannot hide their joy on the government's effort towards making the College of Nursing one of the best in the country, and appreciated the effort of the provost in making sure that all lecturers receive the required training to carry out their duties effectively.
We here in School of Nursing, we are really grateful because we are enjoying the atmosphere, the educational atmosphere created to us by the education bulldozer of Borno State, our Honorable Governor, Professor Babagana ZULUM. We really appreciate his effort and what he has done to this college, because he has provided a conducive environment to us. Our offices are conducive for work, and then our students, and how he has increased the level of our school, because initially we are school, now we are college. Initially our intake is 50 students per session, but now we are taking 100 students, 100 community, 100 basic nursing, and 100 basic midwifery, which is a step forward in Borno State. So the study environment is conducive for both students and staff, and then also the provision of solar system that has been provided to us. We have lights to conduct our normal activities. We really appreciate the effort of the state governor, and then the effort of our provost, Hajia Rukaya, who has really been a mother to the college at large. She has really made the environment conducive and have been encouraging us through monitoring.
The government really intervened in trying to see the possibilities of upgrading this College of Nursing to her status today. Initially it was School of Nursing and School of Midwifery differently. But today, government has intervened in the aspect of trying to see the possibilities of lifting up the school into the present level by trying to see more teachers are on the ground and trying to see intervene in some of the equipments, though we're still expecting more. School environment generally is calm and it's very good because the nature of the buildings are very good, and it has been constructed very well, and more beauty things are coming up gradually. And the performance of the students are really doing very well, because what they have been taught, they also demonstrate that in the clinical settings, and they are really doing excellent in their performance.
We are glad to have an enabling environment to work. This is thanks to our governor, Professor ZULUM. We are indeed grateful to him for everything he puts in place. We have the solar that is helping us to run our activity easily, with the e-learning, that the student will be able to be computer literate and learn to work with machines.
Some of the students also bore their minds on the significant improvement in the college environment as a result of government intervention, and appreciated Governor Babagana ZULUM for transforming the college, health in management, and lecturers for infacting sound knowledge onto them.
I'm in Community Midwifery Batch 4, College of Nursing and Midwifery, Maiduguri, Borno State. I really appreciate my school because my school is one of the best schools in the state. We are having our lectures and my school environment is very conducive. I would thank all my lecturers for doing their effort to see we are learning very effectively. My name is Kwatam Chakata. I'm from Batch 4 Community Midwifery. I'm a final year student, and we really enjoy the environment of this school because of our teachers' punctuality. They come to class at any time, and they are friendly to us, and we are free to open up for them, and we understand their lectures. And we also thank the management of the school, most especially our provost, for being there for us. And you can see she always makes sure that all the lecturers are there in the class to lecture us.
Miss Abdullahi Ali Husseini, a final year student at College of Nursing and Midwifery, Maiduguri. I'm really appreciating our school activities from our lecturers and the core members that are giving the support to this college. We really appreciate the government that are giving support to this school so that to see the upgrade and the good image of this school and giving good training to the nursing students.
On Governor ZULUM outstanding performance in the last 3.5 years, Hajiya Rukaya Shatima described him as a responsible leader who always considers the plight of his people and brought governance to the doorstep of the common man. She averred that the relative peace the people are enjoying in the state speaks volume on his zeal, courage and determination to ensure Borno bounce back and stands on its feet.
I must commend His Excellency, especially because of the security situation. You and me know what we went through. There are times in this town that by 4 o'clock everything is finished, you have to enter. So thank God, up to 10 o'clock in the night, everybody is walking around doing their normal business. We should give glory to God and to His Excellency for standing firm to ensure that we have less security challenges. And even some of the local governments that are not accessible, people can go now. Very soon, if everything becomes well, we are even going to send our students on community posting. So for now, all the students that are supposed to go for community posting, like the community nursing and community midwifery, remember I told you that they should come from their community. So when they are doing their community posting, they should be posted back to their community so that they will go and do their community posting and then come back. So by the time they graduate, they are conversant with what they are supposed to do in their community. So very soon I know that things will be fine, and then they should be able to go back to the community. So I think in this one I'm going to, if I'm to rate him, I will rate him 95%.
Borno is known as home of peace, and as citizens, it is behoves on us to render all the support required for the efforts of Governor Babagana Umar Zulum to come to fruition towards making Borno great again.
Gwamnan Barna Zulum bai ga zama ba.